really dislike Jake Paul. Now, I don't dislike him. I understand him. I want to make something clear. I would still kick the living fuck out of Jake.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up because today we're diving into one of the most electrifying showdowns in the world of combat sports and entertainment. Imagine this, two of the most polarizing figures of our time, Andrew Tate and Jake Paul, facing off live on television. And let me tell you, the result was nothing short of a fireworks spectacle.
Because he's allowed himself to become the biggest clown on the internet, and now he's famous, right? He's an idiot, but he has a bunch of money, so he gets to...
Andrew Tate didn't just fire back, he completely dismantled Jake Paul with razor-sharp remarks that left fans, critics, and even their detractors glued to their screens. But before we dive into the juicy details of what unfolded, let us set the stage.
I'm not some washed-up UFC fighter. I'm not smaller than him. I would beat the living shit out of him. And if he wants to fight, I'll fight him any day of the week, and I'll fucking wreck him, and he knows it.
In this epic clash, we have former kickboxing world champion Andrew Tate, an outspoken entrepreneur unafraid to voice his opinions. He thrives on debates and never hesitates to deliver blunt criticism. On the other side, we have Jake Paul, a YouTuber turned.
However, I do understand what he's doing. I understand that he is very, very smart, even with his marketing angle. I'm just a YouTuber. Not just a YouTuber. You're a full-grown man, the best coaches in the world, who's dedicated his life to learn how to box for years. You know how to box. You're not a complete amateur. You know how to box very well. 3, 4, 5 years of training combat sports. You can box. The guy's not a
boxer, renowned for his theatrics, trash talk, and a rising boxing record that has gradually turned skeptics into believers. Both men are masters at staying in the limelight, but this time, that spotlight ignited a full-blown war. It all started when Jake Paul, during an interview, took a jab that set the stage for an unforgettable showdown.
You want to fight? You want to send a contract? Send one to me. I will take a few weeks break from living my retired life to kick the living fuck out of a fucking goofy, titled bighead like you. You know my name, Andrew Tate.
Interview made some less than flattering remarks about Andrew Tate. As usual, Jake was hyping himself up, calling out potential opponents, and boldly claiming he could take on anyone, even Tate. Now, if you know Andrew Tate, you know he's not the kind to let such comments slide. So, when the two ended up on the same live broadcast, tensions skyrocketed, and things escalated at lightning speed.
As a boxer?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And listen, what Jake Paul has accomplished is he's fighting old guys.
Yeah.
He's fighting, all he fights are old guys and whatever. Listen, say what you want, he wins. And he makes money. So he's doing his thing, you know.
The moment the camera cut to them, the tension was palpable, almost crackling in the air. Jake Paul, brimming with his trademark arrogance, wasted no time questioning Tate's relevance in the combat sports world, boasting about how he's the face of modern boxing. But Andrew Tate, he was ready. Leaning forward with a sly grin, he unleashed a barrage of verbal haymakers that left Jake scrambling to keep his composure.
Called out Jake Paul.
$3 million. You put 3, I put 3. Winner takes all. You know my name, Andrew Tate. I will fight any day, anytime. Let's talk. If I were to fight Jake Paul, I would cheers to the real fight. And I'll just ask like this.
Tate began by tearing into Jake's credentials, calling him a clown who owed his entire rise to fame to his YouTube popularity. But he didn't stop there. With a piercing tone, he added, "Let's be honest, Jake, you're not a boxer. You're just a marketer who figured out how to make a quick buck. In the world of combat sports, you're not just battling retired MMA fighters and basketball players. That's not boxing, that's a circus." Boom. The first shot fired, and you could feel the tension build. Jake Paul's face shifted, but Andrew Tate wasn't finished, not even close. He leaned forward and let fly, "You're out here pretending to be the big man, calling yourself a fighter, but you've never stepped into the ring with someone who's actually dangerous. You're picking fights like a schoolyard bully. How about stepping into the ring with someone like me, or are you worried that your tiny illusion will disintegrate the second you meet a real man? And just like that, the crowd went wild. Social media exploded with reactions. Fans tweeted things like, "Andrew Tate is burying Jake Paul live on TV." And "Jake's ego just got owned, and we're here for it." But Jake, not one to back down, shot back. He tried to defend his honor, arguing that he had been in the ring with respectable boxers, claiming he had earned his name through hard work. He even tossed a barb at Tate's fame, saying it was based on social media outbursts rather than real achievements. Tate, cool and composed, wasn't fazed. He leaned back and fired off with surgical precision, "The difference between you and me is simple, Jake. I've earned my respect in the ring. I've faced actual warriors in their prime, not washed-up stars who are looking for a paycheck. You're like a child playing dress-up, pretending to be someone you're not. And deep down, you know it." Ouch! The crowd erupted in applause. But Tate wasn't done yet. He followed up with, "Jake, you're not a fighter, you're a brand. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But don't pretend to be a warrior. Stick to what you're good at, entertainment. Because the moment you step into the ring with someone like me, your little game is over." Jake, clearly rattled but unwilling to back down, attempted one more defense. He tried to label Tate a has-been who only found relevance by trash-talking. Tate, with his usual cool demeanor, responded with a smirk, "A has-been, Jake? I'd rather be a has-been than a never was. At least I've done something real. At least I've fought actual combatants and walked away with my head held high. What will your legacy be? A handful of viral videos and a string of fights against people who didn't even belong in the ring? That's not a legacy, that's a joke." Mic drop. The pundits were left speechless. Clips of the altercation instantly began trending, with fans and critics weighing in on the verbal war. Most agreed that Tate had taken the W in this exchange, but it wasn't just the words, it was the confidence, the composure, and the undeniable sting of his remarks that struck deep. Here's the thing, both Andrew Tate and Jake Paul thrive on controversy. They know how to manipulate the spotlight, stir the pot, and keep fans talking. Whether you're Team Tate, Team Jake, or just here for the drama, you can't deny the entertainment value they bring to the table. It's clear this isn't just about the fights, it's about the personalities, the rivalries, and the moments that make combat sports so captivating. But now the question remains, will they actually fight? Is this just a carefully orchestrated stunt to keep the buzz alive, or will this feud escalate into something more serious? The aftermath of this confrontation leaves fans guessing. Time will tell if these two egos will clash in the ring, but one thing's for sure, the drama around this feud is undeniable. This battle isn't just about skill, it's about the story, the heat, and the back and forth that keeps fans on the edge of their seats. It's not just about the physical battles, it's about the mental warfare, the verbal jabs, and the ultimate test of who can back up their talk. So, as we close out this wild ride, let me ask you this: who do you think won this war of words? Was it Andrew Tate with his brutal, no-holds-barred comments and unwavering confidence, or did Jake Paul hold his own amid the intense verbal barrage? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let us keep the discussion going. And hey, if this is a preview of what could happen if these two ever step into the ring, sign me up. Whether it's with words or fists, Andrew Tate and Jake Paul certainly know how to put on a show. Their feud, their personalities, and their sheer audacity make for one of the most entertaining spectacles in combat sports today. And no matter how you feel about them, one thing is certain, they've got the world talking.